Season 4 of The Boys finally came to an end, with great changes to the characters' arcs. By the way, spoilers ahead, I'll be focusing on the change of mind of Butcher, which basically was the main point which ended the season. Butcher finally realizes that there's only one way to beat Homelander, that is to accept his deepest characteristic development, which is his darkest side, which he accepts who he is, a murderous, cold-blooded guy who will do anything to satisfy his thirst and anger for the soups. Here's one of the final scenes of The Butcher where he contends and tries to let himself go before finally embedding his darkest self.
You need it, and I can do it again. All you have to do is hold up your end of the bargain.
Bargain? What bargain?
You go all the way. I mean, come on, champ. What's a little genocide between friends?
Off and let me die in peace, would you?
Wish I could.
Moving forward, as the CIA lady comes to the hospital with Ryan visiting Butcher, Ryan contends with Butcher, and then the CIA lady after the revelation that basically the hospital was a government-built bunker that is designed to keep soups strong enough, such as Homelander or Ryan, inside. Mallory starts to tell Ryan that Homelander is not who he thinks he is, which is surprising after Homelander tells Ryan many times that humans are frail and not worthy of paying attention to, and that Soups is some type of Ubermensch. Let's keep it rolling.
I want to leave.
I'm sorry.
Get out of my way.
Grace.
I'm sorry.
Now, after the scene, we can see that Butcher realized that after all the moral and humanistic, or superhistic, get it, ideas that were there all along, that he was wrong. And probably now he's thinking that he was wrong all along as well for going up against Soldierboy while he was trying to kill his son and then also kill his grandson, which is kind of messed up.
What are you greasy sack of fucknuts doing in here?
What in the fuck?
Soldier Boy? What are you doing in here?
I'm Kate's imaginary friend from when she was a kid. Boyfriend, really. I taught her how to jerk off. Diddle that skittle, flick the bean. How to find that man in the canoe. She came like a faucet. She'd crank up the Jonas Brothers. She'd hump a Soldier Boy pillow. She'd raw dog that pillow till she saw God.
Gross.
It was pretty romantic.
Well, now what happens? After that nod that Butcher gave to his dark side V'd up tumor becomes and consumes any part that Butcher had left, which was leaning towards giving up and ending things. After everyone meets up in the warehouse, Butcher appears showing up like juiced up IRS agent after you fail to file your taxes.
Oi. Butcher? No deals.
Yeah, I've realized after that, when Butcher is attacking Neuman, he goes for the waist and also for the eyes and throat, but going for the eyes is basically covering her eyes so that she cannot use her powers. Pretty smart if you think, and that the diabolical Butcher can be seen after this.
I'll be taking that virus now, thanks, Frenchie.
Ain't no fucking way. You took V. It will work on you too.
If I were you lot, I wouldn't hang about.
Oh, by the way,
You're all fucking welcome.
In here, you can see what differentiates the Dark Butcher from other soups, including Neuman, which is that he's not after the humans, but only there to hurt soups that he deems are bad. You can see that after him throwing the Secret Service agents, taking the capability of killing him, he chooses not to. But anyone who comes in his way, he's ready to out them all. Also, we can see the glimpse of Butcher's dark side playing out after getting the virus. Well, what happens now? We can see that the boys' members are basically getting taken out one by one, deciding to split, as they realize that they literally have nothing to do now that the virus is gone as well. Neuman is dead, Homelander is the one who has all the control and whatnot. They get their passports, and as they're on their way, they get taken out by the suit police, or forces, or whatever they call it. But man, they did my man MM dirty with this scene. And I guess this was my reaction.
Bro.
We can see that Kimiko speaks as the traumatic experiences she was facing are now superseded by the need to react to the situation that she is in, kind of reliving those experiences that she had with her brother while she was getting separated. But what was also surprising, that Starlight, who had lost her powers and was not really considered that strong by almost all the supes, we can see that she bolts out of there like supe version of Steven Seagal. And yes, you just watched a casual compilation of Steven Seagal running. And then of course we see Homelander taking power and Butcher driving into the mists of the night, or with his dark side completely taken over. It is obvious that, of course, we will expect the boys members to be locked up and maybe A-Train coming to save them and release them, and then possibly them reuniting to fight against Homelander. And I would expect Butcher to be basically the Terminator of all the supes in the next season. Personally, I was not satisfied by the ending, but as it seemed that could have had a lot of tension built up towards the end, and it kind of felt like it was abruptly ended with just things happening. I think the writers could have done a better job of portraying the helplessness and maybe the frustration of the situation better, but it's just my opinion. But above all, here's what caught me by surprise, and I think that most people who are watching the show were happy to see him possibly coming back.
How long have you known?
Only since this morning's classified briefing. You were my first call. And the God.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This whole time.
So that wraps this up. I think we can see Soldierboy coming back again, and I think at first we will see more of A-Train helping the boys members in the first season. To add this season, I particularly like A-Train's character development, and let's see if he comes back. I will leave you with the quote from one of the deepest thinkers of our time. Thanks for watching, and like, share, or comment if you like this video. Support this channel, be good yourselves, and out.
My new motto for mental health: real eyes, realize, realize.